What is up, YouTube? And today we're going to be showing off Alvera in Arena. The recently released unit actually got released 30 minutes ago, and I just pulled her and fully maxed her out. For your Mologoras, your skill enhances, you only really need this effect resist if your gear is really like not top notch. Honestly, you don't even need to max this out, but for me, I want to go for super high effect resist, so I did max it out. And you want to 100% get this S3 to +3, so you get that turn cooldown, so you can keep immortality up pretty much all the time. Immortality lasts for 3 turns, the cooldown's 4 turns, but if you actually soul burn your S1, you get an extra turn, so you can S3 right after. So definitely want to make sure you get this to +3, because you need immortality up to prevent fighting spirit being gained by the enemy, which is her main gimmick, and also to activate exterminate, which is the biggest way she deals damage, like AoE damage to the enemy side, and it's a lot of damage with this debuff Beguile, right? So for her build, you want her decently fast. You want her faster than most of your team, or if not all of your team, preferably into like those Abyss Lufines and Navy Captain Landies, because you want to actually get this immortality up right away so the enemy can't start generating fighting spirit and, you know, just building up to their S3. So I go speed set and ER set because you want effect resist to stop this immortality from getting stripped. If it gets stripped, you pretty much have a useless unit. She needs to have immortality up at all times. I like to aim for as much effect resist as you can while still being the fastest on your team, and ideally faster than the enemy team. So around like 240 speed should be okay if you're running slower damage dealers. For effect resist altogether, you really want to aim for like 300% if you're trying to fight against Angel of Lights. So I have 70% from here and 225%. If I pulled for imprints, I can go to like 330. Now honestly, that's like a push. If you just dodge Angel of Light teams, you can go with like 200% total. So including your artifact, you only need like 200%. You should be okay. But just to be safe, you want as much ER as you can. Having some bulk is nice in case you don't get your S3 up, but it's not required because you have blood mana giving you immortality, or I guess your S3 giving you immortality, and you cannot die with it, you have to remember. So just having like an HP percent neck should be okay, and an ER percent main stat ring. And then of course your other 4 pieces, you want to actually have some speed, effect resist, and maybe some health or defense built into it. So she's very good into Abyss Lufine, very good into Navy Captain Landy, and she pairs very well with units that stop counterattackers, like such as obviously Rowana here, who prevents counterattacks from taking over with her S2, and also units such as like Lionheart Sirmia, and even such as like, you know, SC Pilis, right, to actually deal with counterattacks as well. And that is because even though she stops the fighting spirit gain, you can still lose to counterattacks by Navy Captain Landy and Abyss Lufine, so you definitely want to make sure you have an answer to those counters. So let's actually test her out against this team here. You guys can see there's 2 fighting spirit users on the enemy side with LHC and ML Landy. A lot of defense teams usually run fighting spirit units such as Landy and Abyss Lufine anyways, so we'll see how this works.
Give all that you have.
So Conquerlius obviously will go first here.
Can you even reach me?
And I'm super high ER. My Elvira is probably at 300, probably more right now because I have made Chloe. And I'm just going to put the unhealable onto ML Landy. And the chance of me getting dispelled here is super low. I'm at like 320% effect resist, so famous last words? Nope. My mate Chloe actually got debuffed, so this means this AOL is like 200% effectiveness. So this is why you kind of need to have Elvira at super high effect resist, so you don't actually get countered like this.
I'm just getting started.
And she's not going to heal from this. Now I have immortality, right? So Elvira actually can't die, which is very nice. And even though the enemy Lionheart Sirmia activated her S2, you're gonna see she didn't get the fighting spirit for it, so she can't actually S3.
Come on, I'll take you all down.
And we'll just go here.
Bon voyage.
Get another passive proc here. My Lone Crescent Bellona should heal up quite a bit.
This is it.
And even if she dies, I have revive, remember, so it is perfectly fine.
So you wanna die?
We have the S2 come in because I have immortality. Nice, we land the debuffs here. It's gonna do a pretty decent amount of damage.
Sure you can handle this? Never relents. No matter how small its prey.
And this should heal up Lionheart Cermia quite a bit. And it does.
I'll give you a taste
And I think I
of
go
defeat.
into Cermia. Immortality, nice.
You can get my autograph later.
Going to buff and revive my Lone Crescent Bellona. And you can see, even though this ML Landy countered so much and Lionheart Cermia got her S2 procced,
Are you sure
what
you
actually
can
ended up
handle
happening
this?
is they can't actually get their S3s off.
Let me hear you cheer for me. Exhausted already?
So I think this ML Landy has countered like legit 6 times. So
You're not dead yet.
what does Soulburn do? It's a silent. Is it a dispel? Oh, it's an extra turn. Okay, so what I want to do here is this.
What a pity.
Kind of goes to show how bullshit ML Landy can be with all these counters. But with Alvera, games are still winnable. I wouldn't say this was like super safe because
My turn now.
this ML Landy countered so much, but you can see that
Buy my
Alvera made it winnable. And usually in these scenarios, you just insta lose. So pretty cool unit so far.
I'll take you all down.
Kind of happy she's here because she's a good counter to
Stop going
those
up
annoying
against
units.
someone.
And here we go, another battle here.
A treat.
We're just going to, honestly, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to auto it because pretty easy auto comp.
Let me savor
Oh,
Damage is okay on the S3, nothing too crazy.
With my authority as mediator, I will right what is wrong.
But you're gonna see I brought Rowana here because
the weight of the oath.
even though Alvera is good against these units like Abyss Lufine and ML Landy, the counterattacks from the like, Abyss Lufine Navy Captain Landy can still win the game. You're just preventing their game-winning S3, right?
save us.
So you definitely still want to actually make sure you have some answer to the counterattacks.
Ignorant, immoral. These words are too good.
I think this will be a great auto team for climbing in Arena because there's a ton of Fighting Spirit users. So yep, I think this will be featured in a future auto team that I showcase.
I'm well
Because it
aware
looks
of
just
what
too
you're
good.
planning.
Let me guide you onto the right path.
I do land Beguile, I think, right? Hopefully. Land 2, which is fine with me.
You wanna see? Cheap tricks won't work on me.
You can see it, this Beguile's debuff does so much damage. As a unit with not really much damage capabilities, the debuff makes it so that she actually has damage capabilities, which is very nice. And we'll see how much this does to Arrowell here.
You merely delay the inevitable.
Counter. And yeah, Beguile kills her. So very, very nice.
What
And then we land it again. So the thing is, if I wasn't autoing here, I could just Soul Burn and reapply Immortality.
Here's one on the house.
So there'll be like one turn cycle where I have to be careful.
I'm well aware of what you're planning.
But in like RTA, I could see this being very strong because you can just manage your souls and keep up that immortality here. Because you're gonna see Fighting Spirit is being gained right now, so you have to be careful.
Deal with it. You merely delay the inevitable.
So maybe not as great in auto as I think, because there is like some leeway, some time, where your immortality won't be up, right?
This is insane. Why am I so busy? There's never enough time.
But definitely in RTA, and definitely
Cheap
if
tricks
you're
won't
manualing,
work
it's
on
very
me.
strong in like Guild Wars and stuff like that.
It's a good look on you.
So I reapply the immortality. So I think that's why they have that extra turn on her S1, to make it so you can have this up pretty much all the time.
Allow me to purify you.
Because you can see Abyssal Euphine got some Fighting Spirit here as well.
Bet. You wanna see? the inevitable.
Just gonna land the S2.
Surprised much?
Should only land on Euthene, right? Ocean Breeze Luca has very high ER, usually. S1, I should counter. Hopefully this hits the Luluka. Nice. She should die. Another counter. Does hit. I don't think this will kill unless it's pretty squishy, but should be pretty close. Another counter. Like I'm saying, like you need to have an answer to counterattack still, because if I didn't have Rwana here or like Lionheart Surmi in the last fight, definitely would have lost because these counters are still very strong.
Generous Rekos, please protect us.
And I did get the third cycle up before she got her Fighting Spirit, thankfully.
In this distorted world, I will write new rules.
Actually, I didn't get the Immortality off. Okay. Now do I get it off?
Don't worry.
But now I think it's too late, right? Because she already has that Fighting Spirit. Yeah.
Let me guide you onto the right path.
How funny would it be if I lost this still? No way, I would counter here, right?
Okay.
So this Euthene actually did get her S3 off. So in auto teams, maybe she's not as strong. Or maybe she's just a little, she was a little overrated, but still looks very good against those teams nonetheless. Even though there is some chance that they can still get their S3 off, it delays it by so much. So definitely still a good unit. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this showcase. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to see more showcases like this, make sure you guys let me know in the comments and hit that like button. And let me know what you guys have your Elvira built on. I think she's a very powerful unit for PvP. Definitely will be good for RTA as a counter pick. And maybe for arena offense auto teams, kind of hard to say. I have to test it out a bit more. But I'll be testing out more builds and letting you guys know about them in the future. Peace.